Hello guys, my name is Dozie Nam and welcome back to Dozie Builds. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about HTML elements and attributes. In the previous lessons, we learned about HTML structure, head and body tags, and how to write basic HTML using opening and closing tags. Now we are going to understand what those things actually means. Let's start with an element. What exactly is an element? And let's look at an example. Let's make use of the paragraph tags, the P. Now, let's put in the content in there. Let me write Dozie builds. In this example right here, this P here is called the opening tags, and this here is called the content, while this here is called the closing tag. Now, if we put the whole thing together, that is this whole thing here, it is called the element. So whenever you see an opening tag, content, and a closing tag together, that is an element. We can also have multiple elements on a web page. For example, we have this here now, the paragraph tags with dossier build as the content. Then we can also have another paragraph tag and the content will be HTML. So with this here now, we have two paragraph tags which can also be called paragraph elements on our web page. So an element is basically the complete structure, not just the tag. Now, sometimes we want to add more information to our elements here, and that's where attribute comes in. An attribute is something we add inside the opening tag in here to give extra information about that element. Here, let's add an attribute called the title. So we go into our opening tag, we write title, and then we write inside there a there. Now we reload our web page, then we hover on it. As you can see in there, the a there pops out. So the attribute is like adding extra information to that element. So I want you to always remember this. Element creates the structure. Attribute add extra informations. Now let's look at another example. The anchor tags, which is used for links. Now let's write an anchor tag. Let me show you how to write an anchor tag. A. This is an anchor tag. Here. It has an attribute that comes with it, which is also known as the href. The href tells the browser where the link should go to. So let's write content into our anchor tag. First, let's write a click me, and then let's tell it where it should go to. Let us use the Google link. It should take us to google.com. So www.google, sorry, my mistake. Yeah. So let's copy it. Control C and let's paste it here. So, let's copy it. Control C and let's paste it here. So let's paste it here. And 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 let's paste Let's go back to our web page. Now, if we reload our web page in here, we see it appears in here. If we click it, it takes us to google.com web page. This is it. Let's click it. As you can see, that is how it works. Now, let's add more attributes into our anchor element. Let's add the title attribute. So go make some space, write title. Yeah, gives us that. And then we write go to Google. Now we have added this attribute into this anchor tag element. So this element here now have multiple attributes. Now let's add more attributes into our anchor element. Why I am doing this, adding more attributes, is to show you that you can add many more attributes into any element as much as you want. Now let's add the target attribute. Target. This target attribute, it tells the browser how to open the link. You remember, if we click on this here, it opens the link in that same bar. But then if we add this target attribute and we make use of the blank, it has its own attributes too. We make use of the blank, we reload our web page. If we click on this anchor tag here now, it will open the Google website in another page. Now this is how it works. Let's click it. Good. As you can see, that's what happened. So let's quickly recap. An element is the complete structure, the opening tag here, the content here, and the closing tag. That's what makes up an element. An attribute is an extra information added inside the opening tag, which is this. An element creates structure. Attributes add behavior or extra details. In the next lesson, we are going to be looking deeper into HTML concepts and building more practical examples. If you found this helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.